Hey everybody, Monday update. Tony George, DocSports.com here. A frank and kind of a windy discussion today and a free lean on Monday Night Football. But let's talk about this weekend in general, and we're going to talk about the NFL specifically. And I had the worst Sunday I've had in a year, at least. Baseball didn't win, NASCAR didn't win, 1-4 in the NFL. Now, most guys like to spin whatever's positive, and put up a nice little package. You know what? I'm just 100% transparent. I tell you like it is. And I wasn't the only guy that had a rough day on Sunday in the NFL because the books made more money yesterday than they've made all year here in Las Vegas. Trust me. Contest picks, 17-3 won the Circa. For the first quarter, the first four games. Now they reset. You do the next four games. 143 grand, 17-3. I'm 14-5. Not good. Westgate, there's somebody that won the first quarter prize, $15,000. Circa was 143 large. My wife follows this because she's a proxy. Somebody at the Westgate is 19-1. I think there's two of them. 19-1. You're going to get some of those when you got 3,400, 3,300 people entered, but wow. Yesterday, let's talk about it. And, you talk about the NFL, and I always, you hear me say all the time, you got to look for reasons to take dogs. My winner yesterday was the Browns. I took an underdog with the Minnesota Vikings. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to bitch about that in a minute. And I had the Colts. And then my teasers, I just missed on, though. It was not a good day. But the man who mentored me in this business, once I got going and kind of got a little traction as a guy that had some prowess to make some picks and this, that, and the other, was a guy by the name of Mike Lee. Now, anybody that's been in the handicapping business or anybody that knows anything about sports betting and sports handicappers legitimately in Las Vegas over the last 25 years knows who Mike Lee is. He's the reason I do so well in baseball every year. Just the things he told me. I think Mike passed in 2006. Way too soon, too. Great guy. But one thing he told me, of the thousands of things that he told me that I wrote down, was every year, Tony, I want you to take a look at your picks in the NFL. And if you add them up at the end of the year and you took more favorites than you did underdogs, you're having a losing season. Well, right now, underdogs are 37-24-1 in the NFL this year to date. They went 11-3 against the spread this weekend. You had road dogs outright wins. Jacksonville, well, Denver sucks. I've said that on the marquee matchup. Denver sucks. Flacco's no good. John Elway, look at his record as an owner, basically general manager, running that team without Peyton Manning. Look at it. It's ugly. And Minshew magic continues with Jacksonville, and Fournette had over 200 yards running the ball, and he had 179 coming in the game for the year. Vaunted Denver defense. Browns outright. Panthers outright with a backup quarterback. Bucks. The Bucks put up 55 points on the road against that defense. Jameis Winston. Wow. You can't make this shit up. Titans. Look like what's my famous saying? Couldn't get laid in a monkey whorehouse, a fistful of bananas against Jacksonville the previous Thursday night. Got an offense like none other now. Where'd that come from? Raiders. Whew. Who never went home after last week. Stayed up there. And they're not going home now. Now they're flying to London. Taking on the Bears, catching 5.5. The Bears will kill them. And the Eagles outright. The Super Contest consensus top 5 for the first time since I can remember. 0-5. So, yeah, I'm not making up excuses for a bad day. I'm telling you. It was carnage. The Miami Dolphins, how about them? 163-26. That's what they've been beaten by. They haven't scored a single point in the second half this year. I mean, it's just one of those days in the NFL. I mean, I told you last week it was going to be a rocky road and it was going to be a very, very dangerous weekend. I'm mad at myself for not taking more underdogs. I took 2 out of my 3 premium plays, went 1-1, and then I laid it with the Colts and got my butt handed to me. Had Minnesota in a teaser. Had Indy in a teaser with New England. In Kansas City in the other teaser. Kansas City should have lost. Stafford outplayed Patrick Mahomes. Matt Stafford, who was slated not to play, very questionable on Friday. That's why I put Chiefs in contest picks. I was flip-flopping around. I was going to take the Lions plus the 6.5, and the minute I heard Stafford was iffy at best, I took the Chiefs. Because without Matt Stafford, Detroit's got nothing. And again, they proved, if you want to beat Kansas City, you run the damn football. Period. That's how you beat them. Keep them off the field, eat clock, and just fall forward for 6 yards of carry. Because they can't stop Jack Crap Kansas City's defense. Again, even though they got rid of Bob Sutton, got Spagnuolo in there now, but that's going to be their demise. That's going to be their demise. And Buffalo Bills showed you the recipe for beating New England yesterday. Because Buffalo Bills, despite being 3-1, and I told you, we'll find out if they're for real. They lost, but they held Brady to 150 yards, no touchdown passes. And if Allen wouldn't have got knocked out of the game with that head injury, they might have won. They're a good football team. Extremely well coached. They're going to win a lot of games this year. Yeah. They got Miami twice. They got the Jets again. Come on. Come on. Nonetheless, just some thoughts yesterday on the NFL. On college, a 2-2 day, 7-unit top play winner on SMU on Sunday. My halftime line tweets, I'm getting you at T George Sports on Twitter, are 15-4, I believe, on the year. Somebody left me a note the other day in direct message. You're 15-4 with these, unreal. And be sure and check my Twitter tonight during this Monday Night Football game because it's more or less a coin flip. Major League Baseball. Playoffs start tomorrow. Milwaukee taking on Washington. Washington minus 185, 7.5. Scherzer going up against Woodruff. I'm not taking any with Milwaukee. Not as hot as Washington is. You want to lay $1.85, lay it now. It's probably going to go up. I may not get near that game. May not get near it. Don't know yet. Tampa Bay taking on Oakland. Oakland's laying 134, total 7.5 there. Charlie Morton for Tampa Bay starting. Oakland to be determined. And they're all about the same. Interesting, Oakland's batting 206 and Tampa Bay 221. Their last 5. And the Oakland bullpen, which has been saving them, 1.62 ERA their last 6. Hello. So that's what's going on there. We'll have an opinion up on that tomorrow. NBA starts in 20 days. 20 days. Plus 146 units, 67.80 to the good, dollar-wise. For $100 player the last 2 years. 71 units or more the last 2. 71 in last year and 75, I think, the year before. And every year, $100 players up over $3,000. Over 3,200, I think, 3,300 actually. So, DocSports.com, take that free $60 we give you right there in the link description below and put it towards the season package, which is discounted. Come on, ready to go. NHL around the corner too, getting ready to go there. Got my Canadian connection, going to have a good year in the NHL. And of course, college basketball is not too far away either. A lot of stuff going on here. Big rebound in the NFL next week, and we'll stay steady in college and get it done. And yes, my Huskers got their ass handed to them for those of you that were leaving me DMs. Yeah, they suck. You found out. And somebody was arguing with me, Ohio State has an NFL caliber defense. They've got 2 first-rounders on that defense alone. Speed galore. Ohio State ranked 5th or 6th, whatever they are. There's nobody in front of them that wants to play them on a neutral site. Nobody. Let alone go into Columbus. Yeah, you keep an eye on them. Okay? Keep an eye on Minnesota, too. They're 4-0. You see the numbers their quarterback had? And by the way, one of the worst losses I've ever suffered on a 2-2 day is a 3-unit pick on a 4-pack. But how about Hawaii in the snow? In Nevada. 54-3? Yeah, there were some real head scratchers this weekend that happens. Monday Night Football free pick. Look, man, look at all the outright dogs. The underdogs 11-3. Does that theme continue? 3.5 points. I'm not laying 3.5 with Pittsburgh. I really don't want to take it with Cincy either. But I like the under 45 in this game a little bit. And this is a small lean, half unit max. I like the under in this game. Watch my Twitter for a halftime tweet in case I decide to make a move on something out here in Vegas, because that's the only move I am personally making. I'm going to wait and watch this game in the first half, see what unfolds. I don't know what I'm getting out of Rudolph, but Pittsburgh got 5 turnovers against the 49ers and had 11 first downs the entire game. And Cincinnati's been outrushed this year, 506 to 126. A battle of two teams that are struggling. I'd say points would be at a premium. I'd lean under 45 in that game. Check my Twitter at halftime. Back up tomorrow. Major League Baseball plays. And take a look at the early board in the NFL and college football. I'll give you some news and notes there. And I'll be back at you on Tuesday.